dude, I gotta go. Don't look. How do I pee? Where do I go to the bathroom? That is probably the number one question that I get asked by friends who want to go and try their hand at camping. So I have 3 really cool products to show you that are cheap, easy to carry, and are genuinely helpful. These are things that I actually use myself. So first up, let's go with like the what do you do it into? So a lot of you on your first trip are going to go to a campground, probably like a more commonly found campground, state park, or KOA. You don't have to worry about that there. There is no issue with finding bathrooms. They always have pit toilets, which are probably the lowest rung waste receptacle that there are in campgrounds, to full-on really, really nice bathrooms. So bathrooms in more developed campgrounds are not going to be an issue. You can go without worrying about that. If you go into backcountry, into a national forest, sometimes even national parks, depending on where your campground is situated within that, or maybe you're like really far in the back of the campground, maybe you're like me and you get up 2 or 3 times a night and you don't want to have to be trotting through the campground at 2 o'clock in the morning. You want to have something close by. So that is what these products will help you with. Okay. So first off, there are lots of different products that do this same thing, but I like these. They are easily found at any Walmart. They are made by Ozark Trail and they're toilet waste bags. Now you do not have to have a toilet like this, and I'll show you why. These are basically a garbage bag inside of a Ziploc bag. So you are going to pull this over the outside. You can, if you trust yourself, set this down on the ground and do your squatting business. Hopefully your whatever those muscles are in good shape. But there is a powder in here. There's a powder in here that when it's wet, it turns into a gel and it has a deodorizer with it. So you get done doing your thing. You can use this multiple times over your weekend or over your trip. Finish it up, roll this up, tuck it in here, and zip it up. And then you can toss this. Obviously, if you love the outdoors, plastic isn't going to be something you feel really good about using. In this case, I think it's okay to make an exception. The other way that you can use this is they have these little folding toilets that are supposed to be for toddlers. But if you look around on YouTube or any of the other socials, you will see lots of people using things like Nalgene bottles or coffee cans. And this is basically just an elevated version of that gives you a flat surface to perch on if you need. So it's basically just a tiny, tiny little toilet. So if you take this, you can do one of a couple things. You can take this out behind your tent. I feel like I'm not going to win any newbies over with this. They're going to be like, nope, nope, nope. 4 Seasons it is. You can take this out behind your tent and you can dig a cat hole several inches down. Make sure it's at least several inches down. You can perch this over it and do your business. Or, best of both worlds, you can take this bag, you can put it in here, and I've used this in my SUV and minivan in a pinch in the middle of the night if I've been camping in there. And the reason that I like this in that situation is because it's so low that you can sit on it and not have to worry about overhead clearance. So you still have a place to squat and do your thing. You know, I was raised by an old school Southern grandmother. She would be like, Anyway, If you too had an old school Southern grandma, let me know in the comments and if she would have gone camping with you. So we have this, which is fabulous. Then, if you really want to level up, you can take one of these. It's a portable bidet. So you fill your water up in here. This actually folds down into it, so you can pull it up. It stores down nice and compact. You pull it in here, and Bob's your uncle, or whatever. I feel like that's not the right use of that phrase. Yeah, so you're in business, or you're done with your business. Yes, anyway. So, yeah, so, and then that's the cleanup. If you are using a cat hole, we strongly ask that you packet out any toilet paper or waste products that you use. We have to do that. It's just, you may think it's just you. It's like, oh, it's just me. It's just one. But it's you times millions. And that is a really chronic issue, especially in the backwoods areas, in the backcountry. So let's all be sure to do our part. Pack it in, pack it out, let it begin, whatever it is. Anyway, so that, my friends, is how you pee when you're camping, or whatever else you need to do. If you're a lady and you have lady things that you need to take care of, same thing, slightly different steps. You can still use this. This would be great for that situation. I hope that this has been helpful. I hope that this helps you feel more confident in going out. If you're a newbie, I really recommend that your first trip out is to like a state park. You won't be surrounded by RVs, and you'll have access to normal household amenities in the shelters. But if you are ready to like kind of level up a little bit, this is how you do that and make sure that all of your needs are taken care of. So with that, happy peeing, stay safe, stay wild, and wander often.